is it? We're testing a concept here. This isn't the permanent solution, but it's what I had on hand to be able to do 360 all the way around. There's a little bit of a seam because there's two lenses, one on each side. So dope Conan cover. I was going to ask you about that. So, I just wanted to see. At DeLand, I'd asked you what kind of stuff you picked up, and one of the things you had mentioned is the X-Men.
Yeah. Picked up that. Yep.
The volume 5. Yes. Ooh, Khonshu 3.
I pretty much already have all the comic books. All I keep finding is a variant cover of the same comics I already own. I feel bad.
Well, they're putting out 30 a book now. You know, that's the popular thing is to put out 15 different covers for.
Dynamite's the worst.
You picked that up there?
Yeah.
Oh, I did have a kind of a crazy question.
You like those?
I'm looking for the old Puppet Master series. Is there any advice that you could give me? Because I just ordered a Blade in the Iron Cross off of online, and for some odd reason, I still haven't gotten it yet. So now I'm starting to wonder if.
You get it from eBay?
Huh?
eBay?
Not eBay. eBay is more reliable. I got this from a site called Forbidden Planet Comics.
Forbidden Planet's pretty good.
Then why haven't I gotten it yet? God, geez.
Little Scotty Young figures. Princess Bride back there. Scarface.
You're ready, Carlos. Let me know.
Oh no, it's a
Shark.
It's a shark one. That means it has to do with Deadpool.
Yep.
The land shark.
Yep.
Okay. But yeah, I get out of work at 5 a.m. and I can't keep myself awake long enough till you guys open, and then I have to leave almost immediately at 5 p.m. to be at work by 6. Oh god, geez. And it only allows me a little bit of time to try to get rest.
All the same.
Dang.
Live a Day Comics.
Have a wonderful day. I'll see you around.
Yes.
Happy holidays. Oh wait, the holidays are over. Wow. Okay.
bring them on in. We'll see if we can work a deal. You're welcome. I'm here till Friday. There you go.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Score. I'm excited. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you, and I want you to think about this because you got a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So if somebody doesn't have $300 to spend on a book, but they're like, you know what? I want to get a key book for $10. So I want you to think about it and find me a book for $10. It doesn't have to be like a first appearance or golden key or anything like that, but just, and it doesn't have to be something I like. It could be something you like. It could be something that you would recommend to somebody else, and you don't have to pick it out now. I want you to think about it. But for $10, I'm going to let you pick out a book for me today that we're going to discuss it. We'll review it. I'll do, at home some B-roll and stuff, but I want you to think about why, basically I want to plant that seed now so that before I go, let's see here. So when you go to a new comic book store, what's the first thing that you want to go look at?
Golden Age.
Okay.
And they don't have it.
Any specific Golden Age or just anything from that
Anything
time frame?
old.
Yep. Where's your Golden Age stuff?
There's a box down there.
Okay. A box?
There's a couple boxes.
Yeah.
The
Golden
Atlas
Age.
stuff.
Yeah.
The Western's got some Golden Age in it.
Okay. So let's say for someone who's not familiar with comic books, what is Golden Age? What the heck's a Golden Age? Is it a title? Is it
It's
company?
1955, 56 and earlier.
Mm-hmm. So any books that were made prior to 1956, what comes after that? What comes in 57?
Silver Age.
How long is that?
Until like 72.
Okay.
And you got Bronze Age.
Yep.
Goes to like 85.
Mm-hmm. And then it went to current, right?
And then your Modern Age.
Or Modern Age,
everything.
Yeah. Noticing that you've got a couple of Golden Age, would you say the bulk of your stuff is Silver Age?
No, Bronze.
Yeah.
And 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
This is all mostly Bronze and Silver Age.
Modern is the easiest to acquire.
Everybody got it.
Yes. So it's
all
plentiful.
All the collections I see now is 90s stuff.
Yeah.
Every now and then you get some 80s stuff mixed in. The 70s and 60s stuff's already been sold.
Yeah.
Those
and
guys,
the people who have it aren't.
Those guys,
yeah.
The guys that bought that off the rack are falling off.
Yeah.
The Golden Age, they're already dead. So. Yeah.
What's the cheapest slab? Or well, first off, what is a slab?
I got graded books.
So a slab. If somebody says, "Hey, I want a slab,"
you send it out to a company. They they grade it for you. Their grading system.
Sure.
Case it in plastic.
Yeah.
And
protect it. Yeah.
Well, it does protect it. Yes.
Sure. Better than leaving it on a bookshelf, unboarded. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
But
so,
there's a fleece to that. You're paying for it.
Sure.
And that fleece is getting more and more expensive.
So if somebody were to come in either to get a gift for somebody that just wants a slab book or someone who's got a collection.
I got a box back there of, slabs, $25 to $80.
Okay.
It's on the floor to the right in between those two tables. By the coal bowls.
I see that.
Your bargain slabs. Things that shouldn't even be slabs.
Well, when the first one is Nick Fury versus Shield, I'm like,
that's Joe Jusko cover.
All right.
But it's a $10 book. It's $25 for the slab, but
sure.
It probably cost you $40 to put it in that.
Yeah.
Things that shouldn't be graded. But, sometimes people just want to have stuff in plastic.
Yeah? Oh, wall art, decoration, yeah. Somehow it adds value. These Deadpools from '98 are way more expensive than I would have ever imagined they'd get. You got a number 10 in here.
Oh, graded.
No. Even like raw, I'm surprised at what the first,
Oh, yeah.
20.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good.
So you've got your grading, the date, your relevant information, the number. Oh yeah, there's a 30. Look at that. 25-cent cover. Hulk and Submariner. And I bet if somebody wanted that, they could probably talk you down a buck or two.
Depending on who you are.
Sure.
I gotta like it first.
All right, well then I'm no discount for Scoot. These are what we refer to as dollar bin. Dollar bin. Any book in here, $1. Marvel, DC, Indies on the other side. Here, let's give a little. Oh, there you go. See, that's meant to look like it's old, but it's $1.75. There you go, some Gru. Sergio Aragonés, Gru the Wanderer. 75 cents, number 20.
You didn't hear that much. It just happens
Me?
to be,
What do you got on your shoulder?
camera.
It's a camera. It's 360. So we're testing out to see MegaCon, because you can, when I put this on YouTube, you can spin around the shop so you can see everything. It's not just what the camera picks up. It's if somebody's watching and they want to look up there, they just spin the camera and they can look up there. 50 cents, that's a steal.
Yeah. That's a little damaged.
Yeah, 50 cents, it's a read.
Yeah.
That I'm interested in.
Interested in what?
Ramayan. It's a remake of the Ramayana, the Hindu, Hanuman and Krishna and those stories. I'm like, that's interesting. 50 cents, I'll pick that up.
Yeah.
And even if I don't like it, I just pack it up and send it to Hanuman. Here, I was thinking of you.
Cost more to ship it.
That's right. All right, so I notice a tremendous amount of vintage toys. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Probably the Millennium Falcon.
Because of what it is, or that it's personal to you?
The first one.
Playing with it when I was a kid.
Okay, so yeah, this isn't one that you acquired through a.
No, that's mine.
Yeah.
From the Imperial shuttle all the way down to the Y-wing, those are mine.
Okay.
Now, my favorite Star Wars ship is the B-wing, but I never had one of those when I was a kid.
Shame on you, George. You deprived him.
It was pretty late in the line. It already kind of moved on from Star Wars.
Sure.
On to G.I. Joe and Transformers at that point.
Yeah.
But it's a cool ship.
What's your favorite, George?
I also like the Death Star a lot, but that's not mine. Mine's at home.
Yeah. I don't think you'd put that. Well, I mean, maybe. I could see how having it from a childhood and like actually, time spent using it versus buying it in a collection and.
Probably could have sold it a couple of thousand times.
Sure. George, what's your favorite ceiling tile?
Favorite panel?
Yeah.
Lady Death.
Okay.
Back here because of the
Yeah,
detail that went into it. But it's sentimental because the guy that did most of these panels was a dear friend of mine, and I hired his wife. And sorry to lose him.
Yeah. That'd be mine. He did that one too.
Yeah.
The new girl we got doing them is really good too.
Yeah. Her contrast is incredible.
Yeah, she did Poison Ivy, Man Thing, the Ewoks, the Godzilla is really good.
The Godzilla's amazing.
Yeah, it's stunning. It's really, really good.
She works for Universal.
She's now manager out at Icon Park.
Ah, yeah.
Universal.
Yeah. Too woke.
Yeah.
Ewok Village.
Yeah. Big reason why Calvin's leaving the school. Can't take it anymore. CNN on the TV.
Well, he only works
all
here on
day.
the weekends anyway, so whatever job he does is not going to interfere with.
So, Pops, how much would you say of your business is comprised of pop sales, Funkos?
Not much.
Well, at
Used to
one
be
point
about
that was like a big
25%.
thing. Yeah, at one point it was like a very popular thing.
But everything goes in cycles. You know?
What do you feel like the cycle is now, George? What do you think is the next thing?
Well, Funko Pops that are vaulted or vintage are in high demand.
Yeah.
The new stuff, not so much.
And to someone that doesn't know, vaulted means they don't make them anymore, like a moratorium, like we're not
Yeah.
producing this. Yeah.
But it's the same as comics. You know, the older stuff is where the money is.
Sure.
The newest stuff is catch-22. But there are Funkos that get released that are hot.
Yeah.
They released that dog from Deadpool.
Okay.
And the pop's all gone. Out the door.
I regret not grabbing the Jaws one with Captain Quint and the shark and.
Believe it or not, the big hype right now is Kato. Guess it's Kato.
From the Green Hornet?
Superman's dog.
Oh.
Potato, man,
Crypto.
And the only thing about that is the dog that they choose to do it, they say is not the dog. It's the same thing as the guys that are passionate about it. They're going, that's not the species of dog that the dog wants.
In a fantasy thing, in a book that.
But the truth of the matter is,
I mean, there's
Who
just
beats-
wild. I mean, there's 80 years of.
here's the
crypto.
question I want to know. So Superman's laying there all beat up. Who beat him up?
Are we talking Doomsday? Or are we going back further
I'm
than that?
talking
Or
about
it's
the
a.
movie that's coming out.
I'm waiting
Oh.
for the movie, so let's not talk about the movie that
Oh.
I can't wait to see.
Okay.
You know,
Well,
I didn't watch
anyway,
the preview. I don't want to
my
watch the preview.
my thoughts, not his thoughts.
Sure.
Who beat him up? It had to be kryptonite
Watch
involved.
the fucking movie to find out.
This is how they get you.
The movie's not out yet. Let's wait until we watch the movie.
Can
you
I
know?
not have a question about what I
It's dumb
want
to
to?
ask the question when the answer's in the movie.
I'll Google it and it will tell me.
Oh, God,
Google it. Who beat Superman up?
it's fine.
But if you go back to when you were running around the woods with sticks and you were the
Let's
sword
just
fighter,
play.
you were
Let's
Conan,
play.
you
We
were.
weren't doing it for anybody.
I understand.
You know, we
I
just
understand.
play. You know, it's different.
Sure.
It was also different in the 50s and the 60s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was 13 years old before I had indoor plumbing and electric lights. Okay, no power. So I didn't miss. You don't miss what you don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to me, when you go back in that era, Tom Terrific was huge. Okay.
Don't even know what Tom Terrific is.
Yeah, we're getting schooled right now.
And his dog Fido or whatever it is.
By a radio
So they,
program.
so they came out where you could buy one of these plastic things and put over the TVs were this big.
Oh yeah, give you like a
Screens
heads up
with this-
display or something.
You could put it over your TV thing, and it would say, "Help Tom Terrific to get across the raging river. Draw a bridge, kid. Draw a bridge." And you draw a bridge. And then after it was drawn, he'd go over the bridge,
Yeah.
you know, to the other side. So to me, that captivated captivated by that.
Yeah.
Okay, so before the battery died on the other camera, I had mentioned to you, like, hey, we're going to do a little challenge here, $10, key issue, doesn't have to be like a first appearance or a mega golden key or anything, but just if somebody doesn't have like $200, $300, $400, $500 to spend on a key book, if they had $10, what is your recommendation? You thought about it for a little bit. What did you come up with?
Dazzler 1.
Okay.
First in our own series. 1981.
And so the reason you chose that.
I've always loved this book. I love the cover,
Okay.
the painted cover. I love that, you know, it really depicts that disco era.
Big time.
You know, I've always loved that. Even before, you know, it was a thing, I've always loved this book.
Yep. Okay.
I always
Perfect.
liked Dazzler for some reason.
So this is going to be an ongoing thing where I'm going to come to you with different budgets and say, okay, you pick me out a book based on this price range. Today is the first one, $10. Dazzler 1 is the one that came recommended.